it like rocket fuel.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my back.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Got it! 58, Mike.
Throwing on first down, Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Slam. Okay, snap. Whoa. 57's the mic, rock 57. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Fields. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. check three.
Back
Now.
Mike back two.
Gone.
Check 13. Check 13.
Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Third down.
Ready? Mike 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Nice, sweetheart. Squeeze. No. 57's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch a slant. Check 3. Rock it. Slam. Bang.
Hey, watch it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Back. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch. Wide.
Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sam off.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. 26, check 26. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Set, hut. PS4. Go. Check. Go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Switch. Check out read.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Okay. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jim.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
from the gun on third down. Fields flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On fourth down, Fields. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
San Francisco.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check four, check four.
He's sacked back around the 28. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Good job, fellas. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
58, come on. Hey, 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 hey. 58, right over there, yeah. Right there. I got you.
On fourth down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Look at me. Go. Watch the ship. Go.
2nd and 14. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On first down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check, 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 check. Check. Hey, lock it. Yep. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion. Five.
Saquon Barkley running right.
Check, 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 check.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
50, plant. New Mike, 52.
Back to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Amari Cooper. 75 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
18 yards, first down Niners. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch the safety creep. Out.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Back to throw. Fields. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on first down. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go! Joker! Watch the twist! Watch the twist!
Now it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a give coming right is Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check hot route. Hot. You're out. Check 24. Watch 24. On the team.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. Throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check safety. You go tight. Rock it. You gotta go.
Now it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after here coming up. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
To throw on second down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, let's go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Big rip, big rip.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Leo.
Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
15 line. Hey, Sam on. Twist. Showing it. Slam. Check 24, check 24. Ready?
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Fields. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ready? 53, Mike. There. Watch the shit.
So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Shit. SOS.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll run with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 49
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and